good job. Here you go, Gray.
This past Saturday was the opening day for the Taos Youth Soccer League spring season. This spring, I think we have over I don't know the exact count yet because the registrar hasn't reported to me, but we're over 500 kids. We play in 5 different divisions. We have about 60 teams, and it's just a recreational league, and that happens every Saturday. It's not a tournament. It's a intramural soccer that happens in Taos. It's a non-profit organization, and we do this every fall and every spring.
That happens every weekend?
It happens twice a year. We run 2 seasons because it snows here in Taos. So we run a spring season, which is 6 weeks long, and it starts about beginning of April, runs through May, and it's before kids get out of school, Memorial. Our larger season starts at the beginning of September and runs through October, and that's a 2-month season. So that's, 8 weeks of soccer in the fall and 6 weeks of soccer in the spring.
How many Taos youngsters are we talking about that are registered or that would be playing any one weekend?
Over 500 are playing every Saturday. And we have teams from Angel Fire, Red River, Penasco, Dixon, Taos area, and I'm hoping that this fall we can have Cuesta sort of rejoin us as their own individual league as well.
Okay. Do they keep records on the score? Is there a scoring system, or is it just play for fun?
Taos Youth Soccer League is a non-profit, for-fun organization. It is a non-competitive. It falls under a recreational intramural league. We do not keep scores. Each child is guaranteed 50% playing time. They're allowed to play all the positions on the field. This is about having a good time and learning a sport. And soccer is a wonderful sport to learn at a young age. And so one of our divisions, you can start at 4.5 and learn how to play soccer. And it goes to 14. And at that age, then you switch over to going to play for high school. That's why it stops at 14. There's also an adult league that runs in the summer for ages, I think you have to be 15 through adult. And they have about 100 people who run in that league. I think right now, in the general vicinity of Taos soccer, we're looking between about 700 youths are playing. It's the largest sports. It is the largest sports youth organization in Taos.
I had no idea. I didn't realize that.
It's our secret.
I've seen kids practicing or playing soccer at Kit Carson Park. Is that a weekday activity or practice or?
So, because Taos doesn't have any soccer fields per se. So what we do is during the weekday we play at Baca Park and Kit Carson, and those are just our practices. And then the county lets us use Philemon Sanchez just for our games. Right now we're doing a major push to have a soccer park built in Taos so that we can have a permanent place to practice and play. We just recently got $250,000 from legislature in this past session towards building soccer fields. A 25-acre park is about to be dedicated to the town of Taos out on the south end of Taos by Salazar. It's a 25-acre park donated by the Roy Cunningham family. It's going to be called the Alexander Gustorf Eco Park, and in that park we'll have 4 soccer fields. This will be an amazing, amazing thing for the hopes of Taos and our soccer community. Because if you were there, you see how crowded it is, and we're fitting ourselves on the outfields of softball fields. And it's grown so much that in the little leagues, which gives us a sense of the younger ones, how much soccer is growing in popularity, is that we have 2 fields running at the same time. 20 teams in just that division alone, so we can get it done during daylight hours.
How many people, and I assume they're all volunteers, but how many volunteers does it take to provide the organizational support for that?
A lot. I mean, every single person who coaches is a volunteer. Everyone who refs is a volunteer. I don't know if any other organization in Taos is 100% volunteer. The only person who's paid is the registrar. We pay her a minimal amount to enter this stuff into the computer because it's a lot of time and energy. But other than that, the whole board, everything. We're talking lining fields, putting goals together, running practices, 100% volunteerism. It's amazing.
If you were to make a closing statement for this presentation, what might you say?
That we just really need people's support right now, that a lot of people don't know how large youth soccer is in Taos, and that it's a great time to talk to our local government and say, my kid plays soccer, we love this, so that they know that there's a lot of support in building this new park and that it is truly a needed new facility in our community.